The starting fives for both teams as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Leila Forrest will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here are the five for the Clippers. In the post, it's going to be Collins and Lopez. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Dunn, and it's Jones in at the small forward. And for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 slot. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this break, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
A three from Wembanyama. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for L.A. Pass to Lopez, down low, and then Collins slams it in.
He can slam it with the best of them. Collins with an all-star weekend-worthy dunk there.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. And the basket by Vassell.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Here's Leonard. A rebound by the Spurs.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Vassell. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, those were some weight room points from Vassell, flexing his muscles.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Slick move by the Claw. A forward who handles the ball like a guard.
Fox. And that one hits back iron. The Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the Magic.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Champagnie. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
And that one, good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And he makes that one.
Well, look, Fox is wiry strong. He can handle contact.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Now, here's Leonard. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Here's Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen, going at the rim there with a purpose.
Clippers trail by 5. Here's Leonard. It's good. Leonard's got 6.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Shot, high post. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for L.A. Kicks it out to Collins. The rebound by Champagnie.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort. And
the rejection by Collins.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Jones from outside. The rebound by the Spurs.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Castle, and he makes good on the layup.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. To the inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
The shot by Bryant, no good. Last game for the Spurs, they pick up the W against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Again, the miss by Bryant.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation. Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Harper. Banked in off the glass.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. You guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
In it forward, we'll get to see Johnson and Barnes. Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Olynyk in at the 5 down low. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Clippers trail by 3. To the paint, here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Using his size inside. Collins refusing to settle for the layup and elects the dunk instead.
Now, here's Fox. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Now, here's Sanders. Pass to Batum. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Donnie's checked in for Sanders. Now, here's Collins. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Fox. Following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Here's Barnes. Unable to get that one.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Offensively, John Collins' game is tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Well, it sure is, Kevin, and I've always admired John Collins' efficiency. You know, I mean, he can make threes. He can create his own shot both in the post and off the dribble facing up and make mid-range jumpers. He's a great offensive rebounder. He's a lob threat. really not much John Collins can't do at a very high level.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Wembenyama. Basket counts. Wembenyama's got 6.
So fluid off the bounce. Wembenyama.
Free throw line jump shot. Again, Los Angeles.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender. He said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back over to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Now, here's Dunn. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Leonard with the ball. Covered by Vassell. Leonard forces it through inside.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Champagnie. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
He's got quickness. Mathurin gets defenders on their heels.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Nobody near Leonard. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Fox has it in the corner. From deep. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dunn, wide open, he fires. No good on the 3.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's a look at some numbers for Chris Dunn. Here's Dunn. Nothing on the board. Here's Conan Niederhauser. It's deflected. Barnes against Collins. Here's Harper. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Now just a 5-point Clipper lead. Now Dunn. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Harper. A pass to Fox. Overdone. Out of hand on it.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Sanders. One shot.
And that one falls for
Los
Sanders.
Angeles substitution. Nick Batum.
Clippers leading by 8.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And they recover it. Connects from three-point range.
Jones Jr.
Jones has got 5.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kawhi Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. Guys are less on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives us a great momentum going into the game. So we like what he's doing right now. Now we got to build on it.
When you have a player like that, you follow his lead. Thanks, coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. What'd you think, Shaq? And that does it for our halftime show. We now take...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. In the post, it's going to be Collins and Lopez. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
Here's Champagnie. And the rejection by Collins.
Superb use of length by Collins. Going straight up with all his reach to protect the rim.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Good on the second free throw. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Dunn. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Dunn is just stunning, dribbling the ball. So many moves and amazingly quick to boot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The free throw drops in for Dunn. And so Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs. 15-point game. San Antonio.
always pushing the tempo and raising the energy.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Jones. That misses off the backboard. Spurs trail by 15. Here's Champagnie. The Clippers grab the miss. Dunn's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Collins wide open, he fires. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Champagnie. That's good, and it's Wemby with the assist. Champagnie's got 5 now.
What instincts there from Wemby to keep the ball moving and set up a teammate.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Olenek, he's checked in for the Spurs. Bryant comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against the Warriors, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here's Castle after the Clippers pick up 2, and that one is good.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
And here is Dunn. 5 points in the game, and yes, it's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Castle. Over Dunn. Second chance shot, and it's Castle laying it in. Castle's got 10 points.
Yeah, Castle's not afraid to attack the D anywhere on the floor. He can get the job done on the perimeter or in tight.
Jackson finds Jones. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Clippers ball. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Mathurin. Clock at 6. And stolen by Castle. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
Using that speed, the cell on the run.
Clippers leading by 11. Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Olenek. Johnson, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Harper in for Vassell. Miller lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Cornett kicks to Barnes. And he dunks it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Castle. And the shot is long.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Spurs trail by 12. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good.
All of Castle's hard work is paying off here. He just keeps finding ways to attack.
Bogdanovich wide open. Off target from outside. San Antonio's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
Sanders with the ball. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Over Harper. Sanders' shot is good. Sanders has got 4 this quarter. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got Harper. He's out there with De'Aaron Fox. Johnson is out there with Luke Cornett. And it's Champagnie in at the 4-man position. That's the San Antonio 5. The 3. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Defensively, you have to pay attention to Mathurin, and sometimes that leaves guys open. Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off. Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And the Spurs with possession after the Clippers pick up 2. 3-pointer, Fox. Second shot opportunity, and Cornett gets it to go.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Harper, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for Dylan Harper.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
Here's Leonard. Leonard, powerful move.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
A different look now for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Luke Cornett. And it's Vassell in for Johnson. The Clippers also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Sanders. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
Allie, thank you so much.
Very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jones is checked in.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Lopez with the steal. Here's Jones. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Leonard with the steal. To the left side wing. Here's the 3. And there's Dunn on the assist from Leonard.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Dunn. He hits it from 9.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
It's Vassell on the wing. Got that one up quick.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Up top, Leonard. He's guarded by Harper. Kawhi puts it down hard.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Clippers leading by 14. Jones dishes to Leonard. Here's Dunn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Clippers, Chris Dunn.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. So as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
Here's Leonard, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Here's Fox, and he banks in the layup. And that's now 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Leonard. Leonard finagling one in close.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league. Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Here's Leonard, following the bucket by the Spurs. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Here's Wemby. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for the Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Leonard.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Wembanyama.
Well, I love that dish. Wembanyama is so unselfish.
Sanders against Harper. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us. As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.